for coming to the cooking class, and thank you, Tanya, for having me come to your home today and invite your friends in, so thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. So just, if there's anybody here that's not familiar with Epicure? Lori, okay, so let me give you kind of a little bit of a heads up on what makes Epicure so special, okay? So first of all, we are a Canadian company. Canadian company in Canada now for almost 20 years, so we're celebrating our 20th anniversary next year. What makes us special is no fillers, no additives, no preservatives, low sodium, gluten-free, nut-free. And if you look on the inside front cover of your catalog there, you'll see that there's a breakdown, and it tells you everything about what makes us special, and also the never ever list. And that never ever list tells you everything that you will never ever find in any of our Epicure products. So you won't find hydrogenated oils, you won't find colors, you won't find dyes. So that kind of stuff is not in our products. So that's what makes us special, is because no fillers, no additives, no preservatives, low sodium, gluten-free, nut-free, and most of our products now are also on the non-GMO list as well. So we try to focus really on quality. A lot of our new products that have just come out this season now too have nutritional yeast in them. So nutritional yeast is, and then if you turn onto page, keep going there, there's another, sorry, yep, I should have highlighted that page in my book. There you go. Yep, and it tells you right there what the nutritional yeast is. Could you read that for us, Janine?
Nutritional yeast is an inactive yeast grown on natural sugar beet molasses. Our nutritional yeast is a premium vegan, non-GMO yeast offering an excellent source of vitamin B12 and many other essential vitamins and minerals.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So now you know that that's the healthy part of the nutritional yeast. So when we put this into our products and you're using these products, not only are you flavoring up your food, but you're also boosting the nutritive value that you're feeding your family. Okay, so that's very important. Something else, so we do several different things, and that's why I'm so thankful that you've had me come here tonight, Tanya, because the first thing I want to do is I want to be able to show you ladies, actually I want you to help me, so we're going to get you involved in doing some of the demonstration as well, but I just want to be able to show you how easy it is to cook from home. How many of us live a busy lifestyle? And you have commitments with your family and your children and your work and your volunteer work, and everybody's busy and running, and you're here and there, and then you end up stopping at the fast food restaurant, or you get takeout, or you go to the frozen aisle of the grocery store. Well, then you might as well put the salt shaker and the chemical jar on the kitchen table. Okay? So we're trying to show people this is what you can do from home, and you can cook a good, quick, easy meal from home. Okay? So that's one thing I would like to do tonight. The other thing I'd like to do is to show you ladies, if you are interested in hosting a cooking class at your home, okay, of course I'll be happy to come to your house as well. And then I have some $20 coupons to give away today. So this is for anyone that decides to host a cooking class yourself. You will get a $20 coupon, and Tanya gets an extra special tonight as well. Okay? The other thing that we offer is we have a fundraising program. So if you're involved in any organizations that need to raise funds, we do have a fundraising program where we sell the extraordinary cheese dip kits. So they come in the smaller size jars, and you get 25% cash back on that. Or you can order from the catalog and get 25% cash back as well. So again, that's another thing that we like to do, because it means we're giving back to the communities. And that's something that's very important. The other thing I want to share with you, and I would be remiss if I didn't share, because I know I have a good thing. I have been doing Epicure now for almost 12 years. Okay, and this is where I get to boast just a little bit, because we were just at our national conference, July, and, or August actually, so yes, it was last month, and I got #1 in sales all across Canada. So, from little old Brussels, Ontario, population 1,000, and I've been in the top 10 in sales for the last 11 years since I've been with the company. Wow. So, there's got to be something good about that. If I can stick with the company for 11 years, then it means I have a passion for what we have. And if I don't share that with others and tell you that if you're looking to earn a source of income, or you need something, you need help, or you need whatever to be able to afford hockey or dance or school, even school trips and school supplies for your family, you need something, talk to me, because I'm really happy to share that with you as well. So we do have lots of things that we can share. And now we're gonna start with the cooking class. So what we're gonna do, we're going to do 4 different stations here tonight. Once we get the food prepared, then you're gonna have time to sample and taste, ask questions. You've got your catalog there, and the reason I've given you your catalog ahead of time, I don't want you peeking through the catalog while we're trying to do this. But on the front of your catalog, you have a little wish list there. So when we're showing things and you think, oh my gosh, I really like that, I need one of those. Or you think of, oh yeah, I'm almost done with gravy, I need to order another gravy. Write those things down as we're going through the cooking class, so that at the end you already know and you don't want to forget something, okay? So you'll have that. Once we're done taking or doing your sampling and tasting, then I'm just going to set up over here on the counter. I will take orders, and then I'll try to clean up as quickly as I can so I can get my stuff out of your way, and then you'll still have your evening that you can socialize together with, okay? Sound good? Any questions? Okay. You want to know what we're making?
Yes.
Okay, so tonight we are going to be making spinach slices, and we are going to make apple turnovers. We are going to make meatballs with the red pepper jelly sauce, and then we're going to do the mushrooms as well with the extraordinary cheese dip. Now, who's familiar with the extraordinary cheese dip? Of course, and would you be upset with me if I came here tonight with no cheese dip?
Absolutely.
There you go. Okay, so we're going to start off with, well, we'll start off with dessert first, okay? So, ceramic knife. Does anyone use the ceramic knives? Okay, and you love it.
I love it.
Tell us why you love your ceramic knife.
It slices through tomatoes, no problem.
Slices through tomato.
It slices through raw chicken, no problem.
Beautiful.
I hate cutting chicken, but no, it's no problem.
Okay, so I'm going to let you take the apple and cut that up. Okay, so
Do you
you
want
want
to
to
peel
pour
or
out.
just-
Nope, I want to keep the peel on there as well, please. And then I want to show you, ladies, how the slicer works. And this is funny because I didn't know that. It was, I guess, at a party that showed me how that. Okay, so you see there's 2 little divots in there. Yeah, that's because it
The bowl.
fits nicely over the bowl. So then when you want to slice, you can hold on to that and slice away, and then your food will go into the bowl. And then we are going to have some beverage tonight. This is our cider, and I'm going to, if I can just have that bowl back, Janine, for a minute. Just because this is apple juice and ginger ale, and I'm going to put just a little bit of that in the bowl, so you can put that in with the apples, and then your apples won't turn brown. Okay? And we'll talk about the beverage before we serve that to you tonight. All right, so the slicer, like I said, just fits nicely over the bowl, okay? Janine is doing it with apples tonight. What else could you cut with a slicer?
Carrots.
Carrots, Potatoes.
carrots, onions.
onions, cucumbers, zucchini, celery, kiwi. Kiwi, I'm not so sure about the kiwi, because
that
kiwi
might
would
be
be
a
a little
little
bit too
soft.
soft and it mightn't go in there. Now, there is a guard that comes with that, and I will tell you that, so just be very, very careful, because that ceramic is not plastic, it is ceramic, and it is very, very sharp, okay? You can cut yourself on that, so just do be very careful.
Potatoes.
And scallop potatoes, thank you very much, Mary Ann, because that's something else that I've done too, and I do that in the steamer.
North to one of my customers. She's like, why don't you use that? I'm like, oh yeah, I use
Use
one
the
of
slicer.
these.
Well, and I've done the scallop potatoes in the steamer, and the first time I did it, I used it with the slicer, and I thought, oh, I don't know if my husband's gonna like it, because the potatoes are really thin, and that's not the way my mom made them, right? But I did it, yeah, 8 minutes, scallop potatoes done in the steamer.
They
Amazing.
take forever
In the oven, absolutely forever. So, okay, so while Janine is doing that, we're going to take, this is the appy maker, and what I like about the appy maker is you can make sort of meal-sized appies. This side is going to do 9 pieces, and if you flip it over on this side, you're going to get 18 pieces, okay? So, we're going to take this dough. Now, this dough is from President's Choice, and it's called Butter Puff Pastry, okay? So what I want to do is I'm going to roll this out, and I tell you, I think this, I'm not sure which one was made for which. The dough was made for the appy maker, or they made the appy maker for the dough, because it fits perfectly. So you flip that over, okay? Now I'm going to hold the sides of the parchment and flip it, and there's my dough. And my dough is now right on top of my appy maker. Actually, what I'm going to do first is I need a just gonna press this. Okay, so what I wanna do is I wanna press the dough down along the sides of the appy maker, because what it's going to do is it's going to cut the dough. So you can see as I scrape that along, it's cutting through the dough, so we'll be able to just take that off. In the meantime, we're going to put hot buttered rum. Has anyone used the hot buttered rum before?
I did.
What do you do with your hot buttered rum?
I made like bananas. I was trying to do like a bananas Foster. So I fried them up in a frying pan, add some hot buttered rum, and a little bit of brown sugar and butter.
Ooh,
And it actually turned out really good.
very good.
I may have used a little too much hot buttered rum. It was very strong with the flavor.
For the flavor, okay.
I did it over popcorn with a little bit of butter.
Oh, yes,
In the
that would be
steamer,
very
it's
good
perfect.
in the steamer.
It's easy to clean after too.
Now, something else I want to share with you, when you're filling out your order forms tonight, is to please be sure to add your email address on your order form, okay? Because this is something that I do, and I train my team members to do the same thing, is what I want you to do is give me your email address, because I am going to send you a file of recipes to go with every product that you've just ordered, okay? A couple of reasons behind why I do that. First of all, if you have Epicure products in your cupboard and you're not using them, that makes me sad. So when I email you recipes to go with the products you're going to get tonight, if you have products you're not using them, please feel free to give me, send me an email back and ask me for recipes for what you're not using, okay? I know you have good products, I want you to use them. You've spent good money, I want you to use your products, okay? And then, that's fine, thank you. And then what I want to do is I will put you into my database. So once a month you will get emails from me with whatever the specials are for the month, okay? Or if I'm hosting my customer appreciation event, then you can do that. I'll keep you up to date. All right, so now what I've got in here is some of the hot buttered rum. This one is one of our Christmas specialties, so it only comes out in the fall season, and then the end of this catalog, which ends January 8th, this will disappear and it will be gone, and people will be sad because they forgot to stock up. Okay, so I just put some of that in my little prep bowl, and then I'm spreading that on. Now what I want to share with you is one of our new products, and Tanya, I'll get you to do that. This is the baked apple. So this is one of our new seasonal products. It has actual pieces of apple and an organic cane sugar in it. So I just want you to sprinkle a little bit of that on each one of those triangles, all right?
Is that good?
And when your puff pastry was sticking there to the
Yes.
paper, was that just because it was sitting out too long?
Yes, it was sitting up to
Because the
that.
appy maker looked like it cut pretty good.
It did, indeed, yes, it does. It does cut quite nicely. All right, and then if you will pass that to Janine, and Janine, I'm gonna get you to just layer some apples on there, and then what we're gonna do is just gonna take it and roll it right
It
up.
smells good.
It smells so good?
Smell
All right,
it.
and then what I'd like you to do is we're gonna, once we roll them up, we're gonna put them right on here. So we're gonna
Oh,
use
okay.
this baking sheet for two things at the same time, okay?
Perfect.
So this here, Tanya, if I can just lift that up. Thank you. So this is the Epicure baking sheet. These are aluminum, and I'll tell you, when I first started selling Epicure now, which is like almost 11 years ago, 12 years ago, customers were, asking me about the baking sheets, and I thought, $25 for a baking sheet? I don't think so. And my customers were using them, and I'm like, okay, I guess I should probably get a baking sheet and try it myself. Yeah, I now have like 4 of them.
We have 3 on the
They,
go.
they are the best baking sheets ever. They cook very well. I'll tell you a story. We were doing a thing for the youth night at our church one night, and we were doing bacon. It was weaved bacon, and it was all layered, and it had sugar, brown sugar and butter. It was caramel. It was, oh my gosh, what a mess. But we did it on some of these baking sheets, and then one of the other ladies had brought in her baking sheets from home, and so I was in the kitchen cleaning up. I'll tell you, I scrubbed and I scrubbed and I scrubbed to get those other baking sheets clean. She ended up taking them home and having to clean them. Literally,
That's when we
these
threw the old
cleaned,
ones out.
right, yeah. And these cleaned up
It's like
so
stick
fast
average.
and easy. We're like, okay, it's gotta be the quality of the pants. So seriously, they're very nice.
I do a sheet of aluminum foil and I
Yes.
use them right on the barbecue to make my bacon.
Yes, you put on the
And then I
oh,
get
but then
rid
you
of
put
the
on the
foil.
tin foil, so then, yeah.
So then you're
Okay.
putting grease down your drain on it.
Right, very good, very good. All right, and then this is the bacon roll mat. So this is our non-stick mat. So we're gonna do that as well, okay? So we're gonna get that going. Okay, so Tanya, while Janine is working on that, I'm gonna get you to work on the mushrooms. Now I want you to take the stem out of the mushroom. So all you're gonna do is kind of wiggle it and break it so it comes right out.
Okay,
We're just gonna put those in a bowl because we're gonna use those for something else later,
okay.
okay? And then we have the dip and spreader spoon. Okay, this one of my favorite tools in the kitchen, okay? So this side here is a 1 teaspoon measure. So you're gonna use that to take the dip out and put it into the mushrooms, okay?
Can I use that
Yeah.
for a second?
Certain, and that's the other thing that's exactly what that is for as well. So you can use that to perfect, Janine, that's exactly what you need to do. And then you're just gonna roll it from the fat end straight down to the skinny end, and it'll make it kind of like a nice little turnover.
Like so?
Yep.
On this
Yeah,
one?
and put it just down
sorry.
on one side.
No, it's fine, Tanya.
Okay, and then we're gonna brush it with a little bit of milk too. So when that's done, we're gonna do it with some milk on the top, okay? All right, so when she's done, well, yeah, it would be nice if I had another.
Cute.
They are, aren't they?
So, and then you can
Oh, sorry.
just, so you're just gonna take some of the extraordinary cheese dip. So most of you, I'm sure, are familiar with the extraordinary cheese dip. So that is the 3 onion, lemon dilly, and the cheese, chive, and bacon. With a block of cream cheese, a cup of marbled cheese, and a cup of mayonnaise, or you can do it with Greek yogurt as well. So if you want something that's a little bit more healthy conscious, then you can do it with that. Okay, and then here I'll get you another spoon.
Am I generously filling these?
Yes, of
Okay.
course, because you wanna, yeah, you
I
want
wanna
them to
enjoy the
taste, you
flavor.
wanna, and I'll just get rid of that out of the way, okay. All right, so while that's happening, we've got that happening, so I'm gonna use the appy maker when Janine is done with that. So in the meantime, we're going to make some meatballs. So what I have here is a pound of ground meat, and I'm going to put into this some eggs. Actually, Laurie, if you want to throw a couple of eggs in there for me. Just into that bowl there is fine. And then this bowl I still have this clean, that's good. All right, and then we need some meatball and meatloaf seasoning to go in with the meatballs, okay? So we're gonna do, that is 1 pound of ground beef, and 2 pounds. Okay, so and that's only 1 pound, so I'm going to do 2 tablespoons, okay? So I'll let you measure that in there. Now this here is called the 4-in-1 spoon, all right? It was funny because I had a customer like, oh, she had it for a year and she didn't know that you could flip it over. Okay, so I will demonstrate that for you. So we have 4-in-1 because there's 4 measurements. You've got your tablespoon on this side, flip it over to this the other end, and you've got a teaspoon. All right, flip it over, now you have half a teaspoon, and there's a line marking here, and that gives you your 1/4 teaspoon. The other thing that I really like about this is because it fits inside of all of the jars. Okay, so if I can get you to put 2 tablespoons of, thanks, Mary
Are
Ann.
you sure?
But
I
which?
tried putting it into the new bottle of burger seasoning, and it was a little snug. I was scared it was gonna break it, so I didn't.
Maybe they changed it a little bit?
Oh,
Because it's
well,
just
that-
at
'cause
the
it's
end
the same,
of that.
yeah, that's the
meatball.
same,
Okay,
yeah, that's the
okay.
same size jar.
Maybe it was just because
That's
it
just
was
that
full.
That's probably because it was full and you're trying harder to
Yeah,
get
they're
it.
really
Yeah.
jam-packed full
All right,
jars.
now,
Yeah.
I'm just going to wash my
Two tablespoons.
hands again because
Yeah, I'm gonna flush
meatballs?
No.
I just washed my hands.
No,
Okay.
you don't mind that gross feeling?
No.
My
right.
husband wouldn't dare touch
Now,
it.
this is the multi-purpose steamer. This one is the big daddy of steamers. Okay, thank you.
Oh, these look so good.
So, the, why I chose to use this
Are
steamer,
you done with these?
yes, thank you, is because it has the steamer tray in it. Now, your rectangle, steamer is like about half the size of this one. Not quite as high, but half the size as this one, okay? Perfect for a meatloaf, done in 8 minutes. Your square steamer is this one, and the tray will fit inside that steamer as well. I'm going to use it in this one because we're going to cook the
I can't wait to
meatballs.
try all this.
Oh, and then the
And
grease
at
will
the-
run off.
Exactly. So then the grease is
How long's
gonna
bacon take
come.
in there then?
Bacon, okay, bacon you can do, just takes a few minutes. First time I did it, we were at a lady's house, she was an egg farmer, and they were all like, oh my gosh, and the house doesn't smell like bacon. Because we cooked the bacon in here and it didn't smell across the whole house. Yes, please, that would be great, because then we're gonna use it again for the spinach bites.
So that was
And
meatloaf
the-
spice and Italian.
And now I'm going
Oh,
to do, we're going to put the Italiano in here. Now, are any of you familiar with the Coat and Cooks? Okay? Coat and Cook is a new product as well, and the Coat and Cooks are full of fiber and omega-3s. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna take the meatball and roll it in the Coat and Cook. Because now what I've done, again, is I've boosted the nutritive value of my meal for my children.
My daughter loves those, because she makes a lot of chicken and turkey meatballs, and they're
And-
so dry.
There,
And
okay?
they just give more
So,
flavor.
now I'm doing this one on meatballs, but you could do it on, this one is the Italiano, so that's why I like this one on the meatballs, okay? We have Italiano, we have Tex-Mex, and then we also have Asian. The Asian one I've done up with, I do pork chops, so I drizzle it with a little bit of oil, and then I put the Asian on it, put them on the baking sheet with the bacon roll mat, and roast them in the oven. Oh my gosh, delicious. Because it seems to keep the moisture of the meat in
Seals it
when
in.
you, yeah. So these are comparative to what you would get in the grocery store called shake and bake. Okay? Tanya, can I get you, because you still have clean hands, just sprinkle some more Italiano in that bowl for me, please. But of course, this does not compare in the quality of the ingredients, right? This is so much better for
It
you.
doesn't have the chemicals, it doesn't have the salt.
It doesn't, that's it, right? So you know and you can feel confident that you're feeding your family a healthy meal, and it's going to be tasty as well. So what we're gonna do is, once the meatballs are cooked, then we're gonna put them into the bottom of the tray. And we're going to put some red pepper jelly over top. So I'm just gonna drizzle that over top, and that makes an instant sauce for your meatballs. Now, could you imagine doing this for Christmas?
I love them.
Right, and you can even make nice little ones, you can make them smaller if you like, because then you could serve them as a nice appetizer at Christmas time.
Mhm.
So
For my
that
mom's
just gives you
60th
another
birthday, I have to
option.
cook for a lot of people for in 2 weeks.
There you go,
Trying to get different
meatballs,
ideas.
right? Now you'll
Not
notice,
too picky each one.
I didn't put any breadcrumbs in my mixture. You can, the recipe even suggests it. Me personally, I don't. My best friend, she does. She's feeding a family of 5, a strapping, growing young man,
Yeah.
so she needs to stretch her meat bill. So
That
she's
little
gonna
bit of
put,
filler.
yeah, and it makes it go further. Me, that's why it's just my preference, because I wanna have a meatball, I don't wanna have a filled meatball. Or same thing with my meatloaf, I don't put filler in my meatloaf. It's only a personal preference, and it's just because I don't want the extra bread.
And you're the same with burgers too, because I remember going to another cooking class that you were in.
That's right,
Burger.
and when I do my burgers, and we did burgers up for my husband's 60th birthday and retirement, and the compliments we got on our burgers was fabulous. Everybody loved them, and of course it was filled with epicure spices, so.
Yeah.
Now, something else you'll notice here with the steamer is I put it on a plate first, okay? That's always my recommendation to all of my customers. General rule of thumb is I want you to put it on a plate first, because these do get hot, and when you're putting it in the microwave, now in my house, my microwave is on the countertop because I'm short. That's right. Okay, so I'm short and I needed my microwave to be accessible.
Epicure doesn't sell anything that you can grip it out with and get a hold of it, or?
We used to have an oven mitt sort of thing. But we
I
don't
I know
have
the
it
That's
pot,
anymore.
and I'm forever using
Yeah.
a tea towel, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with it when I get the steamer out.
I think
Okay,
the
I
plate's a
think
really
what-
good idea.
That plate is, yeah, just because it's easier. Then you know and you're confident, easy in and easy out,
Cause
right?
it's hot and flimsy
very
when
It's
you're,
hot
yeah.
and flimsy, that's right. Okay, so now we're going to do is the pizza bite. So we're gonna take the other roll.
I'm just gonna move these over to the stove
Thank
there.
you. Actually, you can put those in the oven. You might as well just put
Okay,
them in
it's
the
on?
oven now too.
It
Yeah,
is
it's on. I probably should have had another.
How long do you cook them for, Pauline?
We're gonna put those in for 10 minutes.
Do you need me to set a timer?
Sure. That was slick, eh? And that just flips right over. And then we'll press that again. So this one we're going to do with spinach dip. So that's with the Epicure spinach dip, which we made up ahead of time. So that one has mayonnaise, sour cream, and spinach dip.
So do you always use a knife with that, or do you ever just
If you
roll
use
it
a
with
rolling pin, if you had a
Okay.
rolling pin, absolutely. I just
Okay.
didn't have my rolling pin
Okay.
handy.
Thank you.
Okay, and then also what you could do too, if there was extra pieces,
Yes, they're right here, I just
okay.
folded them in half, they're right here.
yes, so we can kind of pinch those together and use them to make something else with too. Or just make another triangle with them, which we can do. So why don't, okay, now this one we're gonna do it on this baking sheet, and I don't have another bacon roll mat, so we might have a little bit more cleanup to do, but that's okay too. Okay, and if, who likes to be creative and just kind of roll those and make them into a couple more triangles,
Oh,
okay? Because we don't want to waste the dough, and we can make more treats with
just
it.
kind of press it out.
Yep, and, okay, because we're gonna keep these like this as slices.
It's okay on here, like I don't wanna.
Yep, yep, that's fine, yep. See? And sometimes you just kind of gotta make things work the way you want them to work, and that's okay. And what I wanna do with this one, because I wanna make them a little bit more special, and we're going to sprinkle, do you wanna keep working on that, Tanya? I'm going to use, this one is the garlic and onion. So then, again, this is one of our nutritional yeast sprinkles. So we're going to sprinkle that right on the dough before we do it with the spinach. And, well, these ones aren't gonna, unless I try and make 3 out of it. Or I'll just cut them in half. And they'll be round pieces.
There you go.
Oh, you want these ones over too?
Sure, yeah, if we can fit those on the
Oh.
tray at the same time. Okay.
Just maneuver some around here.
My wish list is getting longer.
I know, and often some people will come and they're like, oh, I already know what I want, and then they watch and, oh, sorry, you gotta get, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, should we have oiled this first or anything?
Maybe.
There's usually enough
Too late.
fat
they're
in that.
usually-
Yeah, there's,
Yeah.
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 I don't know, my
think
kitchen's
that-
trial and error.
That's what, yeah, sometimes that, yeah. And because typically I would have put it on the bacon roll mat, and then of course it
one
wouldn't.
more
so-
there.
I have 2 here.
Oh, okay. So
Alright, so
let's,
let's see how we can fit. See, you girls are awesome. Because some people are like, oh, I don't know how to do this and I don't know how to do that. But if you try and do something, then you can try it and see, and if it works, it works.
If it doesn't work, don't do it again.
Well, you know what, thank you, Lori, because that's exactly what I say too, because customers will ask me, can I do this, or can I do, you know, something with a spice, and I'm like, sure, try it, you have just created a new recipe, and either, you won't have done something wrong. You're either gonna like it and you're gonna do it again, or you'll be like, yeah, I don't know, that wasn't so good, but yeah, I won't do that one again. and simple.
That's a good idea.
Really good, right?
Just don't make a triple batch of anything.
No, don't, when you're experimenting, that's right. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then we are going to.
That was, yeah, that was onion and.
Am I just
Garlic
spreading
and
this
onion?
on the whole?
Yep, and then you're gonna put some of that on top. And I'm gonna wash my hands again, just so we make sure.
Brittany asked for takeout when I come home from
These
the
aren't
cooking
rolls,
party.
right? Like,
I'm not sure.
I said, well, you want me to stop some work? No, you guys are cooking, aren't you? Can't you bring me something? She was doing
Now,
essays
feta
and
cheese
when I left.
is not something that I typically purchase. My
What?
husband likes feta cheese, I don't like feta cheese.
am I putting this on too
No,
much or?
No, I don't think
we're
so.
good?
Um,
Are we rolling them? We're not rolling them?
Just another little bowl, so I'm gonna use my little egg poacher, works as well. No, we're not rolling them, Tammy,
Okay.
thank you.
Easy to wash out.
They're going to be, like pizza slices, kind of,
Oh.
that's the idea behind it.
What's
So
this
then we'll
thing?
put- Yeah,
Will this work?
Oh,
we
yes,
just
You
it
know
would.
those marinara, was it, no, it wasn't marinara, spinach pizza, we had them a long time ago, spinach pizzas, in one of our recipe books. I can't
This
find the
might be
recipe anywhere, but my
This
kids,
might be a remake of it, is it?
maybe, my kids hate spinach, they're not big vegetable eaters. When I served them the spinach pizza, they've
They
been,
didn't know, is it?
oh, they didn't, no, I didn't tell them
They
it was
just thought
spinach,
you
I'm not. We'll let them try it and then we'll tell them what it is.
Yeah,
And they loved it. They absolutely
You
loved
tried
it.
it,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So this feta cheese, I guess it just kind of crumbles with the, oh, Lori, could you go into the microwave and check the meatballs for us, please?
How do I know if they're done?
You may have to take one and cut it open. And if it's not done, we just give it some more time. And then we'll have our apple, and Marianne, do you want to take a peek at what's in the oven?
Sure, I can do that.
Thank you.
There was some garbage on that.
Perfect, thanks, girls, I love this, people
I-
do.
I did set the timer on the oven, so.
Oh, okay. Oops, sorry.
Okay, they're done.
We're done? Perfect. Okay, Lori, if you want to bring them back here. And
Did you cook them
Good thing
for
we all
you?
come hungry.
3 minutes.
3
3 minutes, and those meatballs
3
were
minutes?
done in 3 minutes. Meatballs
Wow.
for supper for your family,
Cut one in
ladies.
half, it's brown in the
Good.
middle.
There
We
you
have
go.
4.5 minutes left on the
Okay.
timer.
So what I want you to do, actually, I think I'm going to get you to do is I'm going to get you to transfer them to the small steamer because the fats are going to be underneath there, right? I mean, if you were doing it at home and on your own, you're just going
Do
to
I
take
use
it out.
this?
and-
What
Yes.
do you want me
And put the meatballs on there, and then we're gonna put some red pepper jelly on top. And then,
The red pepper jelly, how spicy is it?
it is not
No,
very
it's not.
spicy,
No,
thank you
it's
for asking
sweet.
that, Janine. The red pepper jelly is more sweet than it is spicy,
Okay.
okay? So it's good for a nice sauce like that. I did, chicken on the barbecue this summer, and I skewered it, it was nice thin little pieces of chicken, so we skewered it. And I used the barbecue chicken rib rub, which is, we don't have it anymore. And then I did red pepper jelly on top, melted it, and oh my gosh, it was so
I
good.
keep hearing it's spicy,
So
so
it's
I've never
not-
ever bought it. I
Yeah.
don't, Wade loves spicy food, the rest
Okay.
of us.
No, you're gonna
Yes.
try this
It's my
tonight,
favorite.
and
I
you
can't
will
get
be
enough of it.
pleasantly pleased.
And I don't like spice at all.
I can't eat it, it's.
I have like 2 or 3 jars
Can you
at
put a
all
little
times.
bit more spinach
Oh,
on
I'm
top of
sorry.
this? No,
I
that's
didn't-
fine. And you know what? You might as well just take and use all that
Ooh,
spinach
okay,
to
there's
help.
all the grease.
Exactly, so that's why I'm
And
sending
all
you.
that brown,
Oh,
whatever it
yeah,
is.
that's just from
Just
your
the
meats.
runoff
That
for
runoff from
spice.
your- Yeah,
Perfect.
and that's why I asked you to put it in the other steamer,
Okay.
because I didn't want you to put it in the bottom of this one with all the fats. If you were at home and you know, on your own, you just rinse that out, put your meatballs in, and then put your sauce on top, right?
Right.
So that's,
Oh, right, we're doing red pepper yet.
yeah, so we're doing red pepper jelly, which is here, Lauren. I want to put a couple teaspoons on top of that, and then
Like-
we'll just stick it in the,
Like a little dollop, or are you
yeah,
stirring them
just kind of plop it on, yeah, like that.
and mince?
Yeah, like, exactly, you're doing the
It'll
exact,
simmer around
that's
once.
right. And then it's gonna melt up a bit, right? And then we'll kind of toss them around in the red pepper jelly,
Okay.
and that's exactly what I need you to do.
We
Perfect,
have a
all right.
big Christmas dinner with
There we
my
go.
dad's side of the family. Everybody's supposed to bring up enough food to feed your own.
Okay?
These are great little ideas because there's always so much,
Yeah,
right?
right,
But if
exactly.
you bring just a little bit of everything,
Of everything? Yes, please.
everybody can have a sample.
There we
Okay,
go.
and then just
Okay.
stir these around? Or just
I'll
leave
give it
them?
back in the microwave for another minute.
Okay, on the plate?
Yes, please,
You
on
need
the plate, yep,
that,
that's
or are
clean
we
still.
done with it?
No, we're done with that actually,
Okay.
because I will stir that up with, so. So girls, that's kind of, watch to see how long it took us to prepare all of that, but,
That was actually pretty quick.
Every time.
yeah, we can turn that off, I guess, for now, yeah.
You have timed on